Hi, my name is Jad. In the previous video, I showed you how to create a full design for an app without knowing any design skills. Today, I'm going to take it a step further and convert those designs into code without having any coding skills. I've been researching a lot to find the best way and the easiest way to create a functioning app without knowing any coding because I'm not a developer. So I'm on this journey with you and I'll bring you along as I discover more apps like this. I previously tried V0 and Cursor, which are the most popular platforms to create code without knowing how to code really, but I found them very challenging because you still need to know the foundations of how to structure a product from a programming perspective. So I really wasn't able to have a finished app with those tools, but then I found Bolt. Bolt is very, very new. It's just recently been released. It's still getting improved, but so far what it's doing is amazing, everyone. Bolt is the easiest way to create a functioning app right now. It does everything behind the scenes. All you have to do is prompt it in natural language and it fixes all of the code for you. And not only that, it takes it a step further and does all of the deployment for you, which is a hassle all on its own. So it's great to see that this app is covering everything you need to know in terms of programming and coding. Without further ado, let's see what it does and how it works and how it converts your existing design into a functioning app that is online. So Bolt will give you 150,000 tokens per day for free. 150,000 will go by very quickly, so if you build your app over a few days, you will get something really good. What I'm going to show you today is going to be done on the free plan, so let's jump into it together. So this is what the app looks like. It looks like any other AI generator with just a prompt box in the middle. That makes it seem easy to use. So at this point, you can start with a prompt. You can even start here without having a design at all. Just prompt it what you want the product to be, and it will create all of the code for you. But for the purpose of this video, we already have a design and we want to convert it into an actual working product. So I have this design here, very, very simple to-do list app for the web. And I have a few pages here. This is how you create a new note. And this is when the page is empty. And this one is your notes. You can see on hover, you can edit or delete. And if you check a note, it will cross it out. You can switch to dark mode and filter your notes by completed or not completed. Let's see how Bolt will handle this. So I'm going to give it the main screen that I have. I'll just drop it here and say, build this web platform for a to-do list. So right away, you can see it starts working and it's installing all the packages that it needs and creating all of the folders and the files that you need for a product. I have no idea how to do this on my own, so it's really good to see that it's just doing everything on its own. And you can see the code for every file that it creates here. You also have the terminal at the bottom here. Okay, so looks like it's done. And there we go. It made some changes to the design, good changes if anything, but yeah, the dark mode button is on its own here, and then the filter is near the search, which makes more sense. I like the changes, but if you don't, you can always prompt it to do whatever you want in natural language. Let's try this out. There are no list items here, so I'm gonna click add, and the add doesn't work. The filter works here. Let's see the dark mode. Oh, the dark mode works as well. That's amazing. That's really, really awesome. Okay, I'm gonna attach this picture and tell it to create this add feature. Okay, so I said simply add this add page. It should know that this page is what you see when you click the add button. I'm assuming it's smart, so I'll just say this very simple prompt. Okay, so now the add button disappeared, but it actually gave me the add button that I had in my design, and it looks like a hovering circle here. So it adapted to my design again. Let's switch to dark mode. I'll click add, and there we go. We have new note, enter your note. Let's say first note, apply, and there we go. We have a note here, and I can check it off. Everything works. That's awesome. Let's see if the edit works. It gave me a browser alert to modify the note. Interesting that it's not actually in the UI. So if I change it, it actually changes it in the UI. Okay, so let's add another node to see how it works. Okay, it works. And if I delete one, it's deleted. Guys, it's that simple. I just created a to-do list app in like 1 minute. If I try to search, it doesn't show. But if I say second, it shows. So the search functionality is working as well. Let's see the reorganizing. If I add a new node and I can drag it here. No, the drag doesn't work. I'm gonna say fix the drag functionality and make the text color light on the dark background. Okay, we have the platform again. Let's create a new node here. First, second. Let's see if we can drag it. It's not working. Let's see if the filter works. So we have one crossed out and one it's not. If we say active, it only shows me the ones remaining. And if I say completed, it shows me the completed ones. That's good. So everything works except the drag functionality. Even the hover works when you hover. It understood in my design that I have elements on hover because I have the mouse pointer here. So it understood that these options show up on hover and it actually did that. It's very, very smart, I gotta say. I'm gonna say I still cannot drag items to reorder. Okay, it's done, but it's showing me that there's a problem and I can just fix it. Let's try it first and then we'll fix that problem. Let's add one, add two. Okay, so now there's a specified area for each element, for each node, which is beautiful. And if I drag it, I still cannot drag it. But it looks better right now. Let's say fix problems. Okay, it's done and it's showing me more problems on the side here. I'm just gonna say fix again. Oh, but I've used all my remaining tokens. Okay, I got the paid account just because it's amazing and I have to try it. 150,000 tokens per day seems a little low. It only got me to this point where I actually have a working product, but I still need to fix a few things in the UI, so I exceeded that limit. So now let's say fix problem and see what it does. Okay, looks like it's done. So I said I can't see anything because it wasn't loading, and it's doing some things to fix that in the background. Hopefully the right stuff. Okay, so I refreshed the page and relaunched the project and it worked. Something was stuck. So now let's see what works and what doesn't work. Let's say one item, two items. Oh, there we go. Now we can drag and drop. My app is complete. It's so weird to say that. Now let's see what the deploy is going to do for us. So it's using Netlify to deploy, which is a very, very good service. I know it because it's one of the most popular ones. So I know that Netlify is good. And what it's doing here is deploying live to their servers. It's giving me a link that I can open the app with. So I click that link and now I have the app live on the web and it works. There we go. All the functionality is here. And it works perfectly. Now all you gotta do is host this on a service. You have to pay to host it, but that's easy. You can find tutorials on how to do that. Bolt actually did all of the work to build this app and to deploy it. It's just amazing. I hope this helps you. It's so much worth it to use this. I have another idea for converting design to code that doesn't involve using a third-party app like Bolt, so you won't need to pay for some service except for Claude or ChatGPT. And the free process is going to be my next video. But for now, if you want to pay the small amount for Bolt, you can actually start creating your app without knowing any coding skills. It's just amazing. I'm going to bring you on my journey as I discover more AI tools. To stay updated, check out my newsletter for tips and tricks to use AI to improve your workflow. See you in the next one.